cat and a fox were good friends. They used to spend time together and used to pass their days with great fun. Fox considered himself very clever, and whenever there was talk to cleverness, it would not leave any opportunity to humiliate Cat. Cat sometimes felt bad, but due to friendship didn't say anything. One day, both fox and cat were resting in a shade of tree and after lunch and started talking. Fox said, "What if suddenly a predatory animal attacks us? Then what can we do to protect ourselves?" Cat said, "I only know one way to save myself such situation. I will do that only." Hearing this, Fox laughed and said, "Just one way. You only know one way. Look at me. I know 1,000 ways. If you say, I will tell you 2 or 3 more ways." Cat said, "No, what will I do knowing more ways? What I know has proved to be effective so far. I will use that to save myself." I can understand. You will have hard time learning more methods. It's difficult for you because you are not intelligent enough. Saying this, Fox started laughing again. Cat felt bad and said, "Whatever, I will use same way I have been using till now to avoid dangerous situation." Suddenly at that moment a hound came running towards them. Both cat and fox got scared and knew it if they don't find a way to escape them they will be killed right there. Cat knew only one way to save itself in such situation and did that only. It instantly climbed on a tree, whereas fox, who knew 1,000 ways, couldn't decide what way to use to escape from the thorns. And just when Fox was thinking of way to escape without acting on any of them, Hans jumped on him and killed him. The moral of the story is it's better to have one plan that you have tried and that you know works than 100 that you know but never tried at all.
Once upon a time, there was a small village near the town. The village was filled with loads of people and animals. There were 2 silly goats who lived in the same village. A beautiful river flowed through this village. There was a narrow bridge across the river. Whosoever wanted to pass the river had to go through that narrow bridge. One day the 2 goats were at the 2 ends of the bridge. They both wanted to cross the bridge through that narrow bridge, but only one goat could cross the bridge at a time. Unfortunately, the 2 foolish goats were very stupid as well as proud. Each of them wanted to cross the bridge first. They started crossing bridge from the 2 ends at the same time. The goats met in the middle of the bridge. There was no place for cross each other. The silly goats started pushing and fighting with each other. The bridge was very small and there was less space. So the 2 goats fell from the bridge. As rescued, they fell into the river and drowned. The moral of the story is always love and value your neighbors. Thank you.
A long time ago, a jackal and a camel were good friends. The jackal was very clever and often fooled the camel. One day he said to his friend, "There is a field of sugarcane across the river. If you carry me on your back, I shall show it to you, and we both can have a healthy meal." The camel agreed to the jackal's proposal. He carried the jackal on his back, as the jackal didn't know how to swim, and took him across the river. They entered the field of sugarcane and had a hearty meal. The jackal soon felt full and satisfied and began to howl. The camel had not yet finished eating, so he requested the jackal to stop howling. The camel was afraid that the owner of the field would wake up and give them a good trouncing, but the jackal did not listen and kept howling. He now began to howl louder than before. He said it was his habit to howl after having a healthy meal. The owner of the sugarcane farm heard the howl and soon arrived with a long stick in his hand. The jackal hid among the bushes, but the camel stood right there in the field, as he was too weak to hide. The camel was beaten black and blue by the farm owners. When the farm owners had gone away, the jackal came out from behind the bushes. Both the camel and the jackal set out on their return journey. The camel carried the jackal on his back again, but this time he had the plan to take revenge. When they reached the middle of the river, the camel began to roll. The jackal panicked. "What are you doing? Do not you see I am drawing?" The camel replied, "I am sorry, I can't help it. I always roll in deep water after having a hearty meal." The cunning jackal fell into the deep water. The trickster was punished for his wrongdoing. The moral of the story is, a trickster never goes unpunished. Tit for tat. As you sow, so shall you reap.